So I don't know why I've been staying up lately. I am sleep deprived. I literally can never fucking sleep. I usually always sleep like around 6 to 7 in the fucking morning because my dumbass can't seem to find a correct bedtime. It's it really does suck though. I like sleeping, but the time I can't fucking sleep, it's really bad. So why not be a procrastinator and actually do something with my life? So I am making a story time video, which it's basically what everyone's been doing lately, cause fuck it, the views. But this is I'm just listing off the worst, not injuries, but like sicknesses that I got, and judging me, I get sick easily. Like I have a weak immune system. Like if we talk about immune systems right now, mine would be borderline useless. If anything, my fuck oh Jesus. If anything, my immune system works for shit, alright? It's like telling an autistic man to fight in World War II. It's just not gonna work. Alright? So yeah, let's start off when I was like 5 to 4 years old. I had an asthma attack. Yeah, I'm starting off like that. Yeah, fucking had an asthma attack at the age of 5. Could have died, you know? Asthma attacks are real. I'm pretty sure a man died of one. It's kind of spooky, man. If a man could die, I mean, the chances of me dying are even higher since I'm a little kid. I'm still developing shit. And I don't know what was happening, right? All I cared is that I was in a hospital. I was in a bed. Probably could have potentially been my deathbed, alright? And I'm out here saying, oh look, I get free food. Hell yeah, I get nice fucking Fruit Loops to eat for breakfast. I was in the hospital for like a good 3 days of just eating shit. And it was, in my mind, it sounded like a good idea, you know? I don't know what a sickness was. I didn't know what being sick was. I was like a 5-year-old, man. I was a little kid. Can you blame me? Probably can. I should have probably been smarter. Meanwhile, my mom had to it was not even my fault. I was just born with asthma. I fucking have an asthma attack like a little fucking weak bitch that I am. So it was fun, you know. I didn't know what an asthma attack was until my mom told me a couple years ago. Not the more I think, the more I look back at it, the more I'm like, wow, I was a stupid ass kid. I wonder what else type of stupid shit I did. You know, and the more I think about it, the more I keep saying how stupid I am, the more I have more sympathy for myself, because I am just a brain dead child. Anyway, but there is another one that happened before, and I was apparently allergic to fucking carrots, which I didn't know you could be allergic to carrots, but the more I say that, the more stupid I sound. You can practically be allergic to anything. Hell, you can even be allergic to water, which is a thing. You could be allergic to fucking air for all I goddamn know, alright? Look, don't at me on that, but you probably could. You know, I'm just saying probably. There's a high possibility. But yeah, let's move on a couple years later when I had the first windbreak. Like, you know when you fall and you break your wind? Like, it mainly happens when you fall on your back and you're just like like, you ever had those feelings? Yeah, that was the first time I had one of those, and boy oh boy, I thought I was gonna die. Judging because I have asthma, I could barely fucking breathe. What the fuck are they doing? Holy shit. And judging me, I thought I was gonna die because of that whole asthma attack thing. So that was fun. You know, that was interesting. Definitely felt something. It wasn't something it's not definitely not something I would want to do again. 100%. But then there are times where I'm just borderline stupid. I'll do anything for fun, and that includes hurting myself. So I went over to a friend's house, and I was like 11, I think, when I went there. I was like 11, and we were having fun. We were play wrestling, which is like everybody play wrestles if you're a dude. I don't know if you're a girl. I'm not judging. Hell, it'd be fucking cool if you could. So what we were doing, I jumped. My my friends were really into WWE. Like, they were really into it. Like, they genuinely loved WWE. And, you know, they wanted to wrestle. So, we pretended to be someone. I fucking didn't know jack shit about WWE, so I said, fuck it, I'm John Cena with a Batman jacket. So, we're out here just having fun, you know, we're just punching, not even punching each other, like literally air punching. And and there was one moment that I will never forget, alright? I climbed on top of the bed. I jumped so high up that I almost broke my neck on the fucking ceiling. So I jumped on, and I jumped on one of my friends. By the way, they were twins. Alright, they're really cool dudes. We're still friends to this day. I got on top of him. He spun me around because I got pissed at him because he literally decked me across the face. So I got pissed, so I jumped on him. And I shit you not, I jumped on so high, he got so confused and concerned. He was just so confused that he just jumped around like a maniac. And he tossed me and made me hit a corner with my head. So, that same day, there was just a giant bump that was just chilling there for like a good week. But yeah, so he literally swung me around. I lost grip of his shoulders where I was grabbing him, like his shoulder / chest area. I grabbed on. I lost grip, so I looked like a fucking ragdoll moving across the entire goddamn room. And my grip just got lost. I just lost my grip, and so my head just smacked into a wall, made a little ass dent. Let's just say I was 11 at the time, so I was a pussy, so I just cried. Didn't know what to do. I thought I was gonna get a hemorrhage and die. But hey, I didn't know what hemorrhage was, so I thought I was just in pain. And again, this is not the only time I got hurt. Obviously, there was another time I was went over to a friend's house. I was like 13, 12. Again, details not important, but there's this tree that we called the haunted tree. I will gladly do a video on that later. Just cause, well, why the fuck not? It's a fucking haunted tree, and I've not uploaded, and I need views. So, and we call it the haunted tree because every time someone gets on it, there is a strong probability that they're gonna get themselves hurt. For example, a friend of mine, a cousin of mine, she got on the tree, and she jumped on it. Right? It was like a relatively big tree. It was like in total, it was like a 20-foot tall tree, and so. When she got on it, she didn't realize how weak one of the branches was. So she looked relatively, you know, sturdy. It looked really thick. That's what she said. And in her head, she was like, "This is, you know, this will be good. You know, this will be fun. You know, just gonna get on and just jump off, because well, we liked having fun. Who doesn't like having fun?" And I shit you not, I even called it from the fucking start that she was gonna get hurt because of one thing: the tree was fucking cursed. And so, in her head, she just did it and just didn't give a shit. Which I probably would too. It's a on the spot moment. So as soon as she got on the branch, what she did, she got on, and well, the whole thing completely snapped on her, and so she completely crippled her fucking arm. She didn't need to go to a hospital or anything. It was just, you could have taken care of that yourself. It was just like a little, just a little scratches, but it practically almost broke her arm. Like, I'm pretty sure it was a fracture, but it wasn't, to the point to where we're just like, take her to the hospital and hopefully she gets cured there. No. So we get like a bandages and just wrap around her, just because it didn't look bad. She didn't feel that much pain unless you touched it. I felt bad for her because she was crying and she was like 16 or 15 at the time. And I really did feel bad for her. And so what I did is I think it was like after that, like a couple months later, I forgot about. I still remember the incident. I remember it vividly. But what I did is my friend dared me to get on and see if I have the balls to jump off a 10-foot tree and not break my ankles. So I get on the tree. Hey, I had instant regret because at the time I had a fear of heights. No, correction, I had the fear of falling. I like heights. I love heights. I want to get on heights. I like looking at a beautiful, huge view. I don't like falling. That's why I never get on any drop ride in any amusement park. Because deadass fucking scares me. To see my potential doom just below my feet. I just don't like that. And so I tried looking down and I put one foot out. And instantly I felt like gravity was like, hey, fuck you, you're coming down with me. So I jumped off and the panic I got was beautiful. It was like exquisite. The most panic-inducing thing I've seen in my entire damn life. Alright? I jumped down. It looked like I was jumping off the Empire State Building. Not knowing that I didn't get a good jump because my foot accidentally slipped. And I got by far the most unlucky thing. One of the barks off of that branch ripped off, and I slipped off. I didn't get a good actual jump. I tried yeeting off it, didn't work out. So what I did is, as soon as I fell down, I noticed a little hole, a little crevice. So I go there. No, I don't go there. Literally, I had no fucking choice. I almost land my foot in there. That little crevice, I could have potentially snapped my leg into 2 pieces. And so I looked back there, and there was a shovel as well. That was not symbolistic at all. A hole with a shovel. Digging my own fucking grave there. I look back, and I instantly get Vietnam flashbacks every time I look at a hole in the dirt. Anyway, next injury. Let's see. I'm making this off on the fly. I'm trying to remember, see if I remember. I never plan for any video. I just kind of go for it. Let's see. Oh, every game rages. I rage the most, but I've been getting better at, so I rage less until, unless if it's Call of Duty or Fortnite, then fuck that. Just fuck that. No buts about it. Just fuck that. So what I do when I get mad is I punch something. Sometimes it's either my controller or a wall. This time it was my wall.
Ma'am, got a second?
What I did to a wall is I just got all my knuckles into like the most tightest form, and I decked the wall. And I shit you not, the vibration I got from that, the strength I punched the fucking wall, led down to my entire arm. And I felt like I just shattered an important nerve or something. So I'm out here thinking, holy shit, I just broke my fucking hand. I actually can't feel it. And I touch it. And I kid you not, it's cold. I thought I was losing circulation. So I go ahead and panic and just walk around thinking that, oh, maybe, you know, maybe it's just, maybe if I just walk it off or heat it up, it'll be fine. Oh, no, I kid you not, 30 minutes later, it's still fucking cold. Like, out of anything, this is the coldest part. It is freezing to the touch. Like, compare this to dry ice, I think this is colder. But anyway. So, I'm just concerned. Like, actually concerned. And, I go to the kitchen. I walk it off. And magically, it just restores. It restores. I thought I broke a fucking tendon or something, and I just lost complete feeling in it. And so I go back to finish my game of Rainbow, like as if nothing ever happened. Anyway, that was that. And I think after that, like generally that whole year, actually no, this is before technically. So me and my sister were bored and we're home alone. So she got some cardboard and a knife. So I'm like, hey, what you trying to do with that? She said, I want to make stuff out of it. And judging my sister, she was my little sister. I have to, respect her. She's my little sister. Treat her with respect. So she wants to make cardboard swords and just play with them. And again, like the older brother I am, I'm like, sure, why not? She's my sister. I gotta have fun with her. Brother bonding time. Don't make a step bro joke out of that. What are you doing, step bro? But anyway, she grabbed me the knife. I try to grab the least sharpest knife just so in case I don't make a fuck up, alright? The biggest fuck up. And accidentally cut my finger off. And I kid you not, that choice just could have saved my entire fucking life. Because it was like a relatively dull knife, but still sharp enough to cut through cardboard or like fruits or vegetables. I get the knife, right? I'm cutting down, and my dumbass doesn't think that, oh shit, if I keep going this way, I'm gonna cut right through my finger. But I was just thinking, you know what, this is me and my sister we're doing, right? She's my sister, so I'm doing this for her. So, I probably should have thought twice, because I cut so hard, and it jabbed, like it actually jammed. So I was like, what the fuck? Why is it not cutting down? Obviously I didn't say what the fuck, because my sister, she's still 11, she was 10 back then. So, I'm like, this thing is really pissing me off. Why does it want to cut? I used my strength, like most of my strength, just to get it down. So, it can cut, probably. So, my dumbass didn't still see my finger. So, not only did I cut through the cardboard, I completely sliced my fucking finger and cut part of my finger off. Not all of it, part of it. And my sister was actually upset. She was actually crying. So we go to my mom's room, which is where the med kit is, or the safety kit, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Don't at me. And they had bandages. And so what I did, because I knew the knife probably wasn't clean, my sister got it, and it probably collected dust over time because of how dull it is, that no one barely fucking uses it. So I told my sister to grab the alcohol, so I can rub me alcohol, so I can, it doesn't infect because of how much dust it's been collecting over time. So, and I shit you not, when I cleaned it off with the water first and then put rubbing alcohol, I saw the white stuff. And I kid you not, to this day, it still has a scar, by the way. I kid you not, I saw white, and so I thought, is that my fat? Is that the fat on my finger? And I'm looking shit terrified because I didn't know that that was fat back then. I thought that was an actual tissue. I thought that was tissue, and I was like, I thought, no, correction, I thought it was bone. I thought I cut to the bone, so I'm like, holy shit, I need a doctor for this thing. But I didn't want to tell my mom because, well, she was scared. I actually genuinely didn't want to tell my mom just because, I don't want her to fear. So, I'm just scared shitless because I thought I cut through my fucking bone, and potentially, and as we speak, I was potentially bleeding out. So, my sister grabs the band-aid, and I'm so concerned. Is this bone or is this tissue? Jesus, voice crack. And when I say I was scared, like I'm saying, I was about to pass out. I don't know if I was about to pass out because of how much blood I lost. Because, yeah, I lost a lot of blood. In fact, I made a trail leading to my mom's room to get the kit. And so, I didn't know if it was me, my mind, like, losing blood. Like, I'm losing blood and I can't think straight. Or I'm actually gonna pass out because of how scared I was. Because I thought I cut through a fucking vein and I'm bleeding out internally. So, I put the band-aid around it, and me and my sister kept this to the heart. Like, we're not telling anybody. Like, we still, to this day, we have not said anything to my mom or anybody besides, obviously, this video. And my sister.
shit, Deputy.
But
I'm ever glad to see you. Dutch has been talking my ear
after
off
like
about
a
how you've
couple
been
months,
taken
I
to the
know
Cove.
that that was fat.
Maybe you
Like
can
that was
help me.
just the
Peg is a
fat
cactus at the
of your
Silver Lake
body.
Trailer Park.
And
We managed to fight them off, but those fuckers are
thank
everywhere.
goodness it was that, because if it was actually the bone, I needed to go to the hospital. And as we speak, I am slowly bleeding out.
Pegasus gotta be fueling my ride. Check out the Golden Valley gas
Anyway,
station.
that was probably the scariest one. Not the worst though. But I mean, granted, I got hurt, but never broken anything. Surprisingly, I don't know if that's lucky, or if that's just bad luck. So, you know, it's whatevs. Granted, there have been times where I almost burnt out my finger and melted plastic under my skin, but it's not you know, anything too bad. Granted, melted plastic does hurt like a bitch, but it's definitely not as bad as almost cutting your fucking finger off. And lucky too, because if I would have gotten like a more sharp knife, my finger would have been just gone. Like it would have actually fell off the floor. And I'm thinking about that right now, and I'm having a panic attack. But hey, it's whatever. And there was one time, the one time that I would never want to bring up, but I was a kid, and we were coming out from the restaurant. A car just comes like, I don't know, just comes out of nowhere. It's going like 20 miles an hour in like a parking zone. So I'm like, what the fuck? I was a kid, obviously didn't know what the fuck meant. So I was like, oh, okay, that car's coming relatively fast near me. Totally not scary at all. But I didn't even say that. In fact, I didn't even see the car coming at me. So I'm just grabbing my candy. I'm eating candy, and I'm about to open one. And that car, it was like a red car. It just comes speeding down and just runs me over. It didn't run over me because I was a kid and I didn't fucking die. It just rolled me on the floor. So I got, basically I got fucked by the concrete.
Is my truck there? Gotta be. Peggy's wouldn't have made
So
it that far.
I'm just, so in my mind I thought, holy shit, what the hell just happened? Am I dead? Is this heaven? Because my eyes were closed because I was scared. I'm like, what the am I good? Like, am I okay? So I'm just confused. Like, obviously it hurt. Like, I got run over by a car. Not even fully run over. I just got rolled over, in fact. So I get up perfectly fine. But as soon as I come out, it's the
They're coming for the truck. Get this truck out of here.
so I just feel confused,
We're getting out of here.
and
Let's go.
as soon as I get up, I'm like, oh, I just got run over by a car. It took me a while to process it for some odd reason, and then I noticed, the pain I got up from standing up. Holy shit! It felt like somebody got a 2x4. No, 5 2x4s and smacked them across my entire body at the speed of fucking sound. So it hurt like a motherfucker. Like, it actually genuinely was painful. So, one thing to note from this is check both sides. But that's not all. I'm not done with that yet.
Keep your eyes open, kid.
I'm not done yet, alright? I got up, and it felt like just someone shot a flamethrower in my body while it's shooting out nails. So I was in pain. I felt like it wasn't even the worst pain either. It felt even worse in my head, because my head was rolling around the floor. So I'm not only do I feel confused, but I'm in pain. My head felt like it was gonna explode. Like it felt like someone shoved a dynamite and just kept poking it with a metal hot rod until it exploded and just boom. It just hurt. And that same day, I can't even tell, like this just giant ball that was behind my head, and it hurt. I keep saying this. I keep putting a lot of emphasis to hurt because it hurts. Okay, it like it was an experience I never thought I'd ever feel. Cause when you're a kid, you don't expect to get run over. In fact, you probably would never. You don't even know what getting run over would be. Like what even is. So again, in my head, just exploded with pain. And that was single-handedly one of the worst accidents, but believe it or not that painful. Yeah, it hurt, but it wasn't compared to anything else, to the knife, because that knife was just hurt, right? It felt like somebody yanked my finger off with the guillotine. It just cut it off. But at least with this, it was quick and subtle. And the pain was just in my head, and all I got from that was a bulge, no scar, no nothing. No, the knife left the scar. So, yeah, that was really it. That's all my painful stories that I have to share with you all. Sorry if you probably cringe over this, but you know, shit happens when you're an adolescent or someone as brain dead as me, mentally deficient. But yeah, I'm gonna quickly upload this and see where it goes, since I've never uploaded in like fucking almost a year. What are my channels like right now? It's probably dead. Anyway, it is currently 5:04 in the morning. I lost track. I'll see y'all dudes next time. Oh god, my voice cracked. I'll see you next time.